What happened when the black sheep of the family finally snapped? In our town, girls didn't get birthdays. We got deadlines. Every girl had to be married off by 21 or the family would be shamed. And not just any marriage. These were always arranged, usually to some creepy guy at least twice your age. Didn't matter if he had 4 wives already or if he smelled like fish and feet. The family elders would call it tradition. I called it a countdown to hell. My sister Lena was different. She never played by the rules. I was the quiet one. Did what I was told, smiled at the aunties, kept my head down. But Lena, she came out of the womb pissed off. She once told a school teacher to eat rocks because he told her girls shouldn't speak during history class. I remember she shaved one eyebrow clean off at 13 just to freak people out. Said it made her look asymmetrically threatening. Our parents were always yelling at her. Dad once threw her books in the fire because she said she wanted to be a mechanic. Mom would sigh and say things like, "You'll understand when you have daughters of your own." Lena would always reply, "If I ever have a daughter, I'm teaching her how to hotwire a car and run." When she turned 17, they picked a man for her, Mr. Azar, 45, ran a construction company, 2 kids older than Lena, 3 wives. One of them was missing a finger, and nobody asked why. I remember the first time he came over to meet her. He brought a tray of jewelry. She opened the box, pulled out a gold chain and said, "Is this my leash?" Then tossed it into the toilet. That night, Dad lost it. He slapped her so hard she hit the floor. I heard it from the kitchen. When I went to her room later, she was lying on her back, staring at the ceiling, a bloody tissue in her hand. I asked if she was okay. She just said, "He's gonna regret touching me." Things only got worse after that. Azar tried to discipline her himself during a visit. She told him she'd rather swallow glass than his tongue. He laughed. She didn't. Next morning, his car windshield was shattered, and someone had spray painted, "Go marry yourself" across the hood. But even after that, the engagement stood. Everyone said she was lucky. Rich man, big house, jewelry, security. "You don't need love," our aunt said. "You need stability." Lena said, "Stability is just a cage that doesn't rattle." By 20, she was 3 months away from the wedding. Our dad locked her phone away, took her laptop, wouldn't let her leave the house without someone watching. She wasn't allowed to cut her hair or speak to boys or even sit with her legs crossed. It was like she was already someone's property. One day, I came home from school and found her bruised, not fresh. Faded ones, yellow and green. I asked what happened. She didn't even flinch. Just pulled up her sleeve and said, "This one's from last week. That one's from yesterday. That one's gonna cost him." I didn't know what she meant then, but I do now. 1 month before the wedding, she started acting strange, calmer, smiling more, helping Mom in the kitchen. I thought maybe she had given up. I was wrong. 3 days before the wedding, she came to my room at 3 a.m., whispered, "Don't scream," then handed me a folded piece of paper and a thumb drive. I asked what it was. She said, "Insurance. If anything happens to me, give this to the police," and to Reddit. She had spent months secretly recording conversations, Dad admitting to beatings, Azar saying disgusting things about her body, elders talking about bribing local cops to keep things clean. She had videos, audio, screenshots. She even hacked into Azar's phone somehow. I didn't even know she could do that. I begged her to run away. I said I'd help. She shook her head and said, "If I disappear, they'll find me. If I fight, I disappear on my terms." Then she hugged me, tight, tighter than ever before. She whispered, "Don't cry if it ends badly. Cry if it ends quietly." The night before the wedding, everything was quiet, too quiet. Then, at midnight, boom, explosion. Not big, but enough to shake the windows. We ran outside, smoke rising from the backyard shed. People screaming, Dad yelling, cops called. Lena wasn't there. Turns out she'd built a distraction, small fire, enough to empty the house. While everyone was outside, she snuck into Azar's truck, parked 2 streets down, waited till he came to check the damage. Then she pepper sprayed him and zip-tied him to his own steering wheel. She didn't stop there. She live-streamed the whole thing. In the video, she said, "My name is Lena. I am not a wife. I am not property. This man thinks he can own people. So does my father. So does this town. I'm done being polite about it." Then she pulled out his phone and read texts he sent to another 15-year-old girl, with names, screenshots, voice notes, everything. Within hours, the video went viral. It hit 6 million views before morning. Cops couldn't ignore it.